has the Mediterranean diet weight loss solution been going? So I started this diet a couple weeks ago. I started the 28-day challenge and I'll be honest with you, I've had some challenges with this diet. Now, it's been a lot of food. It's been really filling. It's been extremely delicious. It really has. I had an issue come up that I really wasn't expecting. So about a week and a half into this diet, every night I started having like really severe indigestion, to the point that I had to take an Alka-Seltzer, sometimes 2 of them, every night. And it would kind of calm my stomach down. The next morning, start again with the program. And again, I just kept having, indigestion every night. And it's something that I really haven't had to deal with for like over a year. So let me talk to you about some of the reasons that I think I was having this problem. I'm no longer following the diet program. As I said, I was just having too many problems with my stomach. I would be curious to find out if anyone else has had similar problems with this diet, with indigestion or anything like that. So let me tell you what I think the problem was. So in a typical diet for myself, I actually eat a lot of fruits and vegetables anyway, but I also eat a lot of carbs. In the Mediterranean diet, most of the carbs that you are getting are from fruits and vegetables. They're not from refined sugars and flours and things like that. So one of the things that I think was contributing to the indigestion problem I was having is that they cook with a lot of vinegars and olive oil. And they don't just use it to cook meats and vegetables in, they also use it to make salad dressings with, different things like that, because you aren't really using any mayonnaise or products like that. You're using more of like the lemons, the garlic, the seasonings, the olive oil. And I think for whatever reason, they were just really bothering my stomach. So about a year and a half ago, I was having terrible problems with GERD and with indigestion. And I went through like a box of Alka-Seltzers, like a big box once a month. I was just using Alka-Seltzers every single night. And about a year and a half ago, I changed my diet so that I started eating about 10 in the morning, and then I stopped eating after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I ate my main meal at 3, kind of skipped lunch, and I didn't really lose much weight because I did kind of snack a little bit at night, but I didn't have any heavy dinners. I really tried to curb having a big meal that I was eating at night. And I've never really eaten hardly any oil unless I use it to bake something with, or maybe put some bread or something like that. I don't really use it in any of my food. I don't deep fry anything. If I'm going to have like a fried type of food, I kind of go with the air fryer. I really like the air fryer. I found ways that I can make my food taste like it's fried without it actually being fried up in the oil. The second thing I think was going on with the Mediterranean diet is that, I'll be honest with you, it's just a ton of food. So you're getting a ton of vegetables, fruits, berries, just all kinds of stuff like that. And although I love to eat calories, I'm not used to eating that much food. And I think just having that much food with the oil and the vinegars and that type of thing, I think it was just upsetting my stomach for some reason. I don't really understand it. It was extremely delicious, very flavorful. I'm at a point in my life now, I'm going to be turning 65 this year, and I really want to have this extra weight off. I've been talking about it for a while. I'll lose 10 pounds, I'll gain it back. I'll lose 15 pounds, I'll gain it back. It's just been this vicious cycle of trying to lose weight really for the last 3 years, since since COVID. I gained some weight back, and it's just been very difficult for me to lose it. I've got into some very bad habits. I just need to get rid of them. So I think for the time being, until I can figure out a diet that will work into my schedule and not make me feel bad physically, I'm going to be going back to counting calories. I thought about going on a keto diet. I have had success with a keto diet, and I have done a lot of keto meal prep and things like that. But I don't want the high protein diet right after doing this Mediterranean weight loss. I think it's just too hard on my stomach right now. So I'm going to be going back to an old-fashioned calorie counter, and I have a couple of diet programs that I'm researching. I just bought a couple of books online, so I'm going to research those and maybe even start them before I talk about what they are, so that if I do have challenges, that I'm not, bringing that to YouTube and having people start them who also have problems. So we'll see what happens. For now, I'm counting calories. I'm going to research some things. If they look like they work for the indigestion that I'm having, then I'll share that with you in a few weeks. And I'm just going to keep going. In another couple weeks, it should be warm enough to start swimming. We just started to hit the low 80s here in California where I live. And within a month, it usually warms up pretty good. And I need it to warm up at night to heat my pool. My pool is not heated. It's a big pool, but for whatever reason, when it heats up, it stays warm all summer long, and it's extremely comfortable and fun to swim in my pool. So I'm looking forward to doing some water aerobics and some swimming. I do a lot of swimming every summer. I pretty much swim every single day. I'm like a fish. And I love it. I swim with the grandkids, and then when they go home, I usually swim again in the afternoons by myself. So I really enjoy that form of exercise, but the pool has to be warm. The water has to be warm. I don't want to sit out there and be chilled. So I am doing some gardening right now. I think just the pushing and pulling and weeding and harvesting and things like that, that's been a really good form of exercise. I can really feel it after I'm out there for a couple of hours. And so I think things are going pretty well. I'm going to keep you updated. So if you're dieting, if you have lost some weight, and by the way, I did manage to lose about 4 pounds on the Mediterranean diet before I stopped it this last week. And I'm going to just keep going from there. Now, if any of you have any suggestions, or there's some diets that you like or you've tried that seem to be working for you, they're not causing you any kind of stomach upset or anything like that, please share them with me in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and I'm sure other subscribers would enjoy reading them as well. So thank you for joining me today, and thank you for, moving along this process with my weight loss. I don't know if this is going to be anything anybody's really interested in, but I'm really going to give it a shot. I saw my cousin over the weekend, and she actually has lost 40 pounds on a diet drug she's been taking. Now, I'm not going to opt to go that direction at this point. I really want to try it through diet and exercise first. If I don't have luck, then I may revisit that at a later date. But any suggestions from my subscribers would be really helpful. Again, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for joining me in this process, in this weight loss journey. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you next time. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like or a thumbs up, and have a great afternoon. Bye, everybody.